Okay, so if you've ever played Among Us, you've probably come across that one guy who calls out who the other imposter is as soon as he's voted off, or you've come across that one guy who uses Discord to cheat and find out who the imposter is. Well, today I have decided that I wanted to test what would Among Us be like in a single player game without all those annoying people. Because the premise of Among Us is completely dependent on the fact it's an online game. So I was curious as to if it's possible to achieve the same premise of Among Us, but in the fashion of a single player game. And that's how I got the idea for today's devlog. Alright, welcome to RVK, where we make and play games. So as you can see here, the first thing that I did was make a quick prototype, because I've never actually worked with a top-down perspective before. I wanted to experiment around with it with a quick prototype, and this is what came out, and I liked where it was going, and then I created this whole map. It's not a full recreation of the original Among Us map. It's very watered down. I also, as you can see here, I was way too lazy to actually create an emergency meeting button system. So I just decided to put an out of order thing where the emergency button normally would be. So yeah, of course, as you can see, the vents, we'll be working with those later. And of course, as you can see, we got the admin room, which is very watered down from the original. There's no chairs or computers in the background. And then electrical, where all the shady stuff happens. Except this electrical actually knows how to manage their wires. So yeah, very watered down version of the original map. And then of course, as you can see here, I added some collision boxes and a full-on venting system. So now you can actually go in the vents, transition between them. So as you can see, right now we'll use that kill button later. So of course, when you go over the vent, you'll get the option to vent. When you press it, you can go in, and just like the actual Among Us, you can move between, vents and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, and you can enter, you can exit, you can travel around the map super quickly, and yeah, just like vents. And of course, as you can see here, I added these little arrow things. This is how I did the AI movement, where they just kind of move in this pattern, kind of making it more of a stealth game than, the original Among Us. The original Among Us was more of like and also, as you can see, I created this menu along with a how to play screen, which gives you through all the instructions about what's different, how certain things work, so that way you're not too confused when you're playing it. So yeah, as you can see, each one moves in their own pattern. And yeah, it's kind of like a stealth game in a way. Different from the original Among Us. The original Among Us was more like Mafia in a way. And as you can see, we also got the cooldown timer for the kill button. So yeah, it's very much like the original. Also, we got the dead body reported thing. And as you can see, red was the imposter. That's yourself, and crewmates win. So, it's basically very similar to the original Among Us, except it's become more of, more like a stealth game than the Mafia style game that the original Among Us is. But that's because the Mafia style game needs multiple people to work. This one, you're only working with one person. So I had to change that up. And of course, as you can see, we got all this stuff going on. Let me show you the imposter victory screen. There's not much difference, but yeah. There you go. So that's pretty much the entire game. There's not much going on. It's really just a fan game, but I liked it. I like how it came out. It felt good to play. And if you enjoyed this devlog, leave a like and subscribe. Links to play the game will be in the description, as well as links to our Discord server and our subreddit. And I'll see y'all next time.